So typically wherever I go, I meet friends wherever I go. Um, and I feel like, yes, I will make friends on this trip as well, just naturally, because that's just the energy that I get off. But I see myself being kind of quiet on this trip. But honestly, I wasn't quiet on the plane. There was a woman sitting next to me. It was so cool because I saw this woman in the airport, and I saw that her baby, who is 1 year and 2 months, very active. This little girl is really coming into her own, and like, no, you cannot tie me down. I want to be free, right? She has her own little personality already starting. So it just so happened that I ended up sitting right next to them, right? Now, the craziest part about me sitting next to them is typically when I fly, I get a window seat. For some reason, I had an aisle seat this time. So I was sitting in 11D. They were sitting in 11C, right? So I was there with this baby that I had been watching in the airport and just kind of delighting in her personality. She was so free, and she was just like, no, I will not be tied down. I will not, you cannot tell me what to do, Mom. And in the midst of that conversation, well, I ended up like playing around with the little baby, and she would drop something, I would pick it up, she would drop it again, and she just delighted in that. But you could see her little strong personality shining through, and I'm like, baby, you better keep that going, because you could see that she's gonna be something else, and I love it. Harness the correct way, without a brattiness or without like entitlement or anything like that. Yeah, she could be a powerful woman. So I loved it. I love seeing her just curious and just looking around, and she just did not want to be still, because she was out of her element and everything. You could just see it. So played around with the little baby, and then I took a nap, and then closer to the time that we were going to land, the mom, kind of talked to me a little bit, and she said, I'm so sorry for the noise. And I'm like, no, she's fine. She is a 1-year-old still trying to figure things out, right? And she says, wow, thank you, and she says, do you have kids? And I said, no, but I work with kids. And she was like, oh, well, maybe because you work with kids, that kind of gives you a little bit more patience. And I said, well, and she's like, she says, about like child development and child psychology. And I was like, oh yeah, 100%. What I saw was a little girl that was developmentally appropriate, and she was also showing her amazing personality already. Like, her personality was shining. So I thought it was going to be a quiet flight. I thought it was going to be just like, I'm in my introverted era. I'm in my introverted era. But no, it was a serendipitous type of conversation, and but I had a very nice little conversation with them. It was delightful. And then I got in a taxi, and I wish I would have taken a picture of that, but that would have been like really creepy, right? But just so you could see the mom and the little girl, they were just so cute. Both of them were so cute, but that would have been creepy. So anyway, I get in the taxi, and the guy said it was gonna be like 40-year-old. Again, traveling with other people, you're like, wait, 40 euro. But for me, I was like, okay. And not that I'm a baller shot caller by any means, but I'm like, okay, I know why I chose the hotel I did. I chose the hotel I chose not because it was close to the airport, but because it was close to the train station, right? That's more important to me than it being near the airport. So yeah, I had a 41 euro taxi ride, but I made it here, and the train station is only like 5 minutes away. So I get to get up, and at 5:15, my snack pack or whatever they decide to give me is going to be ready. It's going to be ready, and I will get a taxi and make it to my 6:15 train and start that adventure. So this is day one. This is day one of my travels. I've been up for a while because typically this is kind of like my MO as well. And I kind of think like, let's say I had a mate. Well, no. Okay, this is what I was about to say. Let me just say what I was about to say. So I was about to say, if I had a mate who was traveling with me, right? Maybe I would make this mate crazy because a lot of times I pack the morning of. I have an idea of what I want to bring, and like I had already put out some pieces and things like that. And I'm gonna get back to what I was gonna say, but because like when you go on a cruise, typically you are wearing multiple outfits, right? It's not just, for the most part, it's not just one outfit all day, right? For the most part, like for me, I get up in the morning and I have something to throw on, typically something casual, t-shirt and a tights or something to go to breakfast, right? And I like to go to the main dining room. I do not like to go to the buffet. That's just me. Because my central nervous system needs stability, even on a regular time, and the chaos sometimes of the buffet for me, and it's not every place, but for me, I like to just be able to sit down, there's a set menu, right, in the morning for breakfast that is included in your cruise. So why not take advantage of that? You can get an omelet, you can get bacon and all sorts of things, and coffee and all sorts of things. So you do that, and then like if you go on an excursion, that's an outfit, right? Typically when you come back, because when you're out on an excursion, you have you sweat, like you know, and then when you have dinner in the evening, it's a little bit more put a little bit more put together, right? You know, you're going to dinner. It's not like you're going to McDonald's, right? You dress it up a little bit more, right? You don't have to be, like fashionista or whatever, but so that's like 3 outfits right there, right? So, and this cruise, I have decided that I was going to start my mornings walking like around the track and things like that. So that's one outfit for exercising, another outfit for my my excursion, and then yet another outfit for the evening, right? So anyway, so what I was saying about my mate, at first I was gonna say I might drive my mate crazy if they're like, oh, here she goes again, packing in the morning again. But then I remember the mate that is for me will understand me, quirks and all. Yeah, he might get frustrated, but he's gonna be so happy to be with me, girl. That he's gonna know, and over time he's gonna know that even though I pack in the morning, I still leave out on time. And so that's all I have to say today. I am going to head out and get some dinner from somewhere. The check-in guy, what are they called? I don't know, my brain is not working. Maybe I need a little coffee. No, it's too late to get some coffee. It's almost 4 o'clock. If I get coffee right now, I'll be up until, okay, I go to sleep early, but I'll be up until like 11. So, anyway, so this is day 1 of my travels. And this is actually the first time in a long time I actually had someone, a friend, pick me up and take me to the airport. That was like, I'm not usually that person. I usually take drive myself and pay for parking there, or I'll take a taxi or an Uber or something like that. But, you know, I let go a little bit of control, and my friend was, you know, happy to do it. And she knows that the feeling is gonna be mutual whenever she needs that. So anyway, so this is day 1. I will let you know what I decide on food and the rest of the night. All right, bye-bye. Ciao. I got rerouted. Going back the other way. I was like, wait a minute. To my hotel. Okay, so when I finally got on the right track, this is where I ended up. I thought it was really, really cool that I was like going under a bridge and there's all of this confetti and everything. Not confetti, wait. What is it called? Is it called confetti? No, graffiti. Graffiti. Oh, the door is open, so that is a really, really, really good sign. Oh my goodness. And now please excuse all of the swaying. I didn't realize that I swayed this much when I walk. And I think it's because of my shape and all of the curves and all of my girliness. So please forgive all of this. I don't know why I was that close to the car, but I am very, very happy that I see it, that it's open. And it was just really cool to just be on this adventure heading to this restaurant. I did not know what to expect. And I'm sure I'm humming something or singing something right now. I decided to record over this because I didn't realize the GPS, you could hear it, which is actually kind of cool. Just hearing his little Australian voice. But I thought with the background noise and all of that stuff, it would be a little bit better for me to just narrate this part. So I was looking at the restaurant and then I'm like, wait, I think there is a Turkish restaurant right there. Do I want to go there? Or do I want to go to the African restaurant? So I ended up going to the African restaurant, as you can see. But I needed to figure out what was going on over there first. And okay, you found your way. All right. So here we are. It is time to go. I found heart to heart in German. Let's go. Let's go. I think this is heart to heart, right? Yes.